Today, we begin a journey that will change your life forever. No, it's not an exaggeration. This is the story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the last and final messenger of God, whose teachings have shaped the course of human history. We are going back to the very beginning, more than 1,400 years ago, to uncover the story of the first 25 years of his life. And no, this isn't just a collection of facts and dates. We're going to explore how each trial, each loss, each experience contributed to shaping the extraordinary man who would change the world. Our story begins even before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. His roots stretched far and wide, connecting him to Abraham from Mesopotamia, Hagar from Egypt, Ismail's wife from Yemen, and ancestors from Gaza, Yathrib. This wasn't just a geographical spread, it was a divine orchestration, preparing for a message that wouldn't just be for a nation or a tribe, but a message of mercy for all creation. He was born in the year 571 CE, Habibot al-Moment, aptly named the Year of the Elephant. Legend has it that on the day of his birth, an invading army led by Abraham al-Ashram attempted to destroy the Kaaba, but miraculously, a bird called the Hudhud, dropping pebbles, turned the army's weapons against them. Was this a sign of what was to come? A new leader, a new faith, and a new direction for humanity. But Muhammad's peace be upon him, early life was marked not just by hope, but by hardship. His father, Abdullah, had been spared from sacrifice years earlier through a drawing of lots, ransomed with 100 camels. His son was born into the tribe of Quraysh, but Abdullah didn't live to see him. When Muhammad, peace be upon him, was just 6, his mother passed away, and 2 years later, he lost his beloved grandfather. At 8, he was an orphan 3 times over. But these moments of loss were not abandonment, rather, preparation. As the Quran says, "Did he not find you an orphan and give you shelter?" Taken in by his grandfather, he was fostered by Halima al-Sadiya in the desert. Wherever Muhammad went, blessings followed. The turning point came when he was around 40. During a night of prayer, a mysterious event, known as the opening of the chest, took place. As he tended to his sheep near the mountain of Hira, a miraculous light filled the sky. Some children playing nearby saw this and ran home shouting, "The chest has been opened." What chest? No one knew, but this event foreshadowed the opening of hearts that would happen through Prophet Muhammad's teachings. Moving between 5 different households in just 8 years wasn't easy, but it gave young Muhammad, peace be upon him, something invaluable: resilience, empathy, and adaptability. It's no wonder that he grew up with deep compassion for the weak, the orphan, and the outsider. These experiences formed the foundation of his character, preparing him to lead not just a nation, but all of humanity towards a better path. Like many prophets before him, Muhammad, peace be upon him, spent considerable time as a shepherd. In solitude, he developed patience, responsibility, and leadership skills. Later, he worked in trade, traveling to places like Syria. These journeys weren't just about trade. They were about wisdom, observation, and gaining the trust of others. People from various backgrounds, races, and religions, earning the title, the trustworthy Allah. One such journey led him to meet a Christian monk named Biography. Recognizing the signs mentioned in the Bible, the monk warned Muhammad's uncle, peace be upon him, to protect him, hinting at the greatness that awaited him. Throughout his teenage years, Muhammad, peace be upon him, stood out. He refused to bow to idols. He distanced himself from the typical pursuits of his peers, choosing instead to focus on his purpose. He wasn't just studious, he was actively engaged in his community, joining causes that championed justice and equality. His participation in the Pact of Justice, where various tribes pledged to defend the oppressed, demonstrated his commitment to making a difference. It was during this time that he met Khadijah, a successful merchant known as the Pure One. She recognized his honesty and work ethic, and their partnership soon grew into marriage. This union not only brought them together, but also marked a significant moment in his life, providing him with support and understanding as he prepared for the monumental task ahead. These first 25 years of loss, resilience, work, and trust weren't ordinary years. They were divine preparation. Soon, in a cave outside Makkah, the first words of revelation would descend, changing not just his life, but the course of human history. Before we continue, let's reflect on this. When faced with the hardships of life, remember that they might be shaping you for a greater purpose. Stay tuned. Your journey through the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, continues next time. Until then, keep reflecting,